and there are rules and regulations, and one of them is that the company needs to be independently audited every year, and the average incomes of the leaders need to be published. So New Skin's auditors are PricewaterhouseCoopers, one of the biggest accountancy firms in the world, and it's PricewaterhouseCoopers who have figured it all out, and that's where these numbers come from. We didn't make them up. Okay? These are the published average earnings for leadership in this company. And you can see we've got a few numbers here. This first one, this is for people who became an executive, that middle section that we just saw. And the average commissions for executives in US dollars, 462, which is, what's that in pounds, about 350 or something? That's not including the retail profits. Retail profits are on top of that. Okay, this is just the, remember I said the percentage that the company would send you? That's this. And who thinks that that is a lot of money, £350 a month? Three of us, yeah? But when you think, that's, what is that, £4,000 a year? You know, that's your holiday taken care of. Yeah, it might be your car payments. I think that makes a big difference to a huge amount of households. Would you agree?
Yes.
It really does, yeah. But if that's not enough and you're looking for a bit more, then the only way to make more money is to help people. And if you help someone else to become an executive, so that they can have that $4,000 a year for their holidays, their car payments, whatever they need that money for, if you help someone else to do that, you have got one executive that you've helped. And the average income for people who did that, $727, what is it in pounds?
600.
About 600, okay. And if you've helped one person, if you've done it yourself, and you've helped one person to do it, you can probably help two people, would you agree?
Yeah.
And that's about £1,000 a month or something. And this one here's got a red circle around it. That's because it's a significant milestone. At this level here, it's about £1,700 per month. Now, that is actually the average take-home pay for people in this country. Do you think it would make a difference to people's lives to have an extra £1,700 a month coming into their bank account every month on top of what they're earning from their day job as extra, bonus? That's going to make a huge difference. You can probably think of half a dozen people at least right now who would really appreciate that gift if you were to give it to them, yeah? Okay, you can give it to them. Now, the company will recognize that you've done something significant here, and you can actually qualify by doing this to go away on one of our success trips. We have 2 success trips a year. Last one was in Cape Town. Next one is in Puglia, and the qualification is happening right now to qualify to go to Utah in the USA. Does anybody fancy going from where you are today to an extra £1,700 a month and a 5-star all expenses trip for 2 people to Utah? Anybody? Okay. Definitely speak to the person who invited you here and they'll explain to you exactly how you can achieve that. And if you've done that once, you can do it again. If you help 8 people, yeah, you can go on another success trip. In fact, you can go on one here as well. Okay? At every stage you can go on another success trip. But here, with 8 people, the average income is about $6,000, $6,500 a month, something like that. Okay? Is there anybody here who really likes the idea of £6,500 a month of income? Yeah? Well, you've just got to find 8 people who really want it like you do. Okay? There'll be a lot of people who say they want it, but they don't really want it. Okay? Talk's cheap. But if you find 8 people who really want it like you want it, help them to get it, then that's where you're at. And then finally, another red circle there. This is over £20,000 a month of income. Does anybody think that's worth having? I think it's worth having. Do you know, on average, it takes about 3.5 years for people who get here. The average time to do it is 3.5 years from the other end to move through this. 3.5 years. And you know, the next 3.5 years is going to happen for you guys anyway. Yes. Whether you do this or whether you don't do this, 3.5 years time will be 3.5 years later. And where are you going to be financially if you don't put a load of energy and effort into putting an extra 20 grand a month in your bank account for the rest of your life, whether you're working or whether you're not? That's really the message to take from this, because that's what I thought. I thought, when I saw this, yeah, the time is going to pass by anyway, And during that time, I'm going to be doing something. I'm going to be working hard on whatever I'm doing. Does anybody here work hard?
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you're putting all that energy into the wrong vehicle, you're going to get the wrong outcomes. Does that make sense? Yeah. It's like, it doesn't matter how hard you work in your day job. It's like pedaling a 10-speed bicycle when there's a Ferrari waiting for you to jump in. You're going to get to your destination at a completely different pace if you're in the wrong vehicle versus being in the right vehicle. And I figured, you know, even, heck, if it doesn't take me 3.5 years, if it takes me 10 years, you know, I'll be working hard for those 10 years on something. And I can't see anything out there that I could spend that time and put my effort and energy into that would give me a better reward than 20 grand a month into my account, whether I'm lying on the beach or playing golf with Clara. Because that's what it boils down to, is this remuneration is 5% of the spending of loads and loads of customers who are buying products that they absolutely love and can't get enough of. And Clara said consumable products. That's the key. When they're consumable, if people love them, the bottle's got empty, what are they going to do? They'll buy another one. And we've got a great loyalty program with 20% cashback, not like Boots card or Club card, which is what, 1% or something? 20% keeps people buying month after month after month. So that's it, really. That's why I'm doing this business. We've got, I can see at least 2 people in this room right now who are already at the top end of this plan, and there's about 3,000 or so. So it's not just 1 or 2 people. There's thousands of people who are at this level. When you think this is, whatever it is, $400,000 a year, you know, in the normal world, what does it take to make that kind of money? You've got to be like senior vice president of Apple or Microsoft or something like that. Yeah? And even then, there's only like half a dozen, maybe 10, 12 people in a company that size that make that kind of money. And yet here, there's 3,000. So it's all about the difference in the vehicle. This is the right vehicle.